actually got 3 different table lamps in front of me, and I believe that each one is for something a little bit different. You have the Govee Table Lamp 2, which came out in 2024, I believe, and this is one that is required to be plugged in at all times. I believe that this is you get it, you set it somewhere, and it stays in that one spot. Honestly, you can't beat this one, especially for the price that you get with it, and it's still an amazing product despite coming out a couple years ago. Then you got this really exciting product, which is the Govee Table Lamp 2, but it's in collaboration with JBL. I believe it's called the Govee Table Lamp 2 Pro. This thing is a beast. It has a speaker built in with amazing sound quality. It's able to get brighter. It's able to get more dim than this one. And this is one of those that is able to be utilized wireless and not plugged in. It has a built-in battery. So where this one needs to stay in one spot, I believe this is one of those that you can easily move around, bring in the front yard to listen to music, the backyard, but it's not really nice for carrying around. It's just one of those where you can easily move it for a different situation. And the main reason for this video and why we're here today is the brand new Govee Table Lamp Classic. This thing, as you can see, is extremely different from these, but it's still in the table lamp series. And this really takes the lamp to table lamp. As you can see right here, it looks like a traditional table lamp. It can be plugged in via USB-C, which is really nice, and it can operate, I want to say, 3 to 30 hours, depending on the brightness levels, depending on the usage. But this is just something that you can carry around because it's really light, and something that you can just put in a location that is at ease to use. I would say I would probably put this in an area that's not quite as important as these. What do I mean by that? Well, I can tell you right now, I get up to use the bathroom in the middle of the night, and I absolutely hate turning on the overhead light. It's too bright. I can't stand it. So I actually tinkered around with this. There are Govee buttons that you can actually get, and I programmed it with this device to have it in the bathroom. So whenever I get up in the middle of the night, I can just grab my button, I can press it, and this comes on in the bathroom where it's not too bright and it doesn't bother me. I've tinkered around with it in the pantry. For some reason, my pantry light is connected to the entire kitchen. So if I want to get up in the middle of the night at like 2 a.m. for some Pop-Tarts, some chips or something like that, I can't see in there unless I scramble and find my phone, or I have to turn on the main kitchen light and it'll wake up everyone. But I kind of tinkered around with this in there as well. I've also tinkered around with this, replacing the different spots that the Table Lamp 2 Pro is at and that this is at, just to see what it would look like in those locations. In short, I can tell you that I really like this light. I love its versatility, but I figured that we can just go ahead and we can do the unboxing. I'll show you how to connect it to the Govee app, and then we'll take a look at all the different color schemes, which are really nice. We'll take a look at the music modes. I will say the music modes are a little lacking, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. And then yes, you can connect this to Govee DreamView. So I do connect this to my Govee T3 Pro lights out there, and it works wonderful for that. But you know what, let's just go ahead and unbox this and go through everything else. I'm super excited for this. I kind of just want to call it Govee Table Lamp Basic, but this name is fitting as well. Let's go ahead and open this up and see everything it comes with, and I guess see how you even put it together. So back here we have a typical open tab. I love how easy these are. All right on the top, it's exactly as I suspected. Here is a little QR code, everything about their social media apps and things like that, so that is nice. Then right here we have their user manual, which should go everything, how to put it together, how to operate it and everything. So right here it looks like it comes in three pieces, and then a USB-C cord with a button on top, but you know what, we'll just look at that ourselves. So right here, okay, so this looks like the main stand itself. This is metal, which is really nice. Okay, then right here we have a USB-A to USB-C cord. This seems really long. Like, okay, that's long. I would honestly say that this is like a 6-foot cord. Guys, this is like 6 foot long. That's one of the longest cords I think we've ever gotten in a Govee box. Then right here Oh, okay, it comes out all together. Okay, so this comes out all together. And how do we do this? How do we do this? Let's just pull right here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, a couple different pieces here. Ah, okay. Get rid of all this stuff. Okay, so right here, looks like we have the base. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, hopefully this is not a issue, but this base is extremely lightweight. Feels kind of hollow. I'll admit, I'm kind of worried about the base. Hopefully it can stand wiggling. Here is the USB-C right there. So that is nice. Looks like you kind of screw in the base into that. And this should be the actual top part itself. I do have to tear this open. Here we go. So here is the base. Right here we have the Govee power button right there. Love the sounds that it makes. And here is the light right here. Looks nice. I mean, it's about the size of like, I don't know, like a medium-sized cereal bowl, I guess, depending on how much cereal you eat. And I'm guessing you push this through here and screw it in there. Yeah. Okay, so there's screws on both ends, so I don't think it's real particular. So I guess what I'll do is I'll put this in here, shove this through. I should be able to catch the end. Looks like it cut on the screw part. Hold on, let's try this again. Okay, I got my wife's little tiny screwdriver here. So I'm gonna stick it through here as far as I can. Then I screw, there we go, got it. So see, it's right here. If it'll focus, that's okay. So I guess I'll zoom this down now. This looks like you just screw it. Okay. And then I would assume that with this base, I just attach it in here. Click. And then I shove this in here. And then I tighten this. I don't know if there's a certain amount you're allowed to twist it or not twist it. Okay, there we go. Got it. There we go. Okay. So it is now in there. Let me zoom out a little bit. You can see my table. It's not so straight. But yeah, so this is it right here. It's a big sticker right there. Please make sure to use a power adapter of 5V DC2A or above. Otherwise, it will cause the light to flicker. So it says that right here. The top is way heavier than the bottom. Like if I shake my table, it moves quite a bit. I mean, it's not tipping over yet, but yeah. Normally you expect the bottom base to be way heavier. I guess you want to try to make it even. And then, wonder if it comes on right away. Power? No? Okay. So I guess it comes out of the box where it needs to be charged. I actually have a little power adapter right here that is able to charge up to 140 watts. So I am curious about how fast of a charge it's able to take. So let's plug this in real quick. I don't like that the tape is right there. That should have gone on the bottom. Plugging in. So right now we're getting about, I don't know if you can see that, about 8 watts of fast charging, which is faster than some headphones and things like that. So that's not too bad, but I'm gonna let that charge a little bit, and then I'll get a different angle and we'll kind of look at it turning it on together. Okay, so I've actually had this plugged in for a little while now, and I actually saw the wattage of fast charging get all the way up to 9 watts, which is just a tiny bit more than the 8 watts that it was initially showing. So I figured let's just go ahead and turn this on. We'll do our initial reaction. We'll look at how to connect it in the app, and then we'll take a look at the scenes, the music mode, possibly dream view, and a couple other things like that. There is a little instruction guide right here, if I can get that to focus for y'all. It says single press for turn on and off, double press to browse through all the colors. There's a long press for shutting down, an even longer press for factory reset. But let's just go ahead and press the power button once and see what we get. We're gonna press and hold it to turn it on the first time. There it goes. Wow, that is bright. Okay, and I don't even know if it's at its brightest level right now. So here we go. right here. That is surprisingly bright. Wow. Okay. So I pressed it once. I think we double press it. Okay, warm. Warm is always my favorite color whenever it comes to my area. Like all my Govee lights in here are warm. So we got warm. I'm just doing a quick cycle. I'll make sure y'all get a closer look. Cool. This is a cool white. I'm excited to see the actual colors. Okay, back to neutral. Okay, and then here we go. Not quite rainbow. This is like a cyberpunky, dreamlike type color, which you are having a hard time seeing. I'm looking on there, and I guess the ISO isn't quite to where y'all can see it, but I will say the colors look really nice. I guess what I'll do real quick is I'll connect it on my Govee app, and then I'll change it where y'all can actually see the colors and everything. So let's go ahead and do that process real quick. So I pull up the Govee app right here, and I go to the home page, and I click plus on the top right. It should pop up automatically. There it goes. So I'm going to click connect, and I need to short press the top button. After doing that, I believe I should name the device. I'm just going to name it Table Lamp Classic. Now after this, you connect it to the internet. Of course, I skipped that part, but here's the main page. We got colors, scene, illumination, AI, music, share space, DIY, and more. Under color, you got your typical color sets where you can do individual colors. You can even do subsections, which is really cool. You can see right here, you can color each little subsection, which is really nice. Then right here, you have your scenes. Feel free to pause at any point, but after a bit, I am going to click through these so you can see quite a few of these. So you have natural, festival, where you have your like holidays and things like that. And then to the right of that, you have life. Right here, just a bunch of different ones, like for at home and stuff. Emotion, yeah, different cool ones right here. Then we have illumination. This is where you have your basic warm, neutral, cools, and things like that. And then to the right of this, we have AI mode. I don't use this mode often, but if you want it to match like a football team or something like that, you can ask it to. Right here, you just have start pickup under music mode, which is a bit unfortunate because a lot of times there are music scenes and then there are music pickup. And this has only just pickup, which normally means it's just one reaction, which just means it's faster, slower, and things like that. But you'll see that a little bit later. So I am a little disappointed in the music mode. You have share space where people can share things that they create. DIY, I love that this works with a lot of my previous save DIYs for like my strip lights and stuff like that. And then over here under settings, you have a couple different things like Wi-Fi settings, battery saver. The standby time will be extended under power saving mode, but online features including auto run, Alexa, Google Assistant, and other Wi-Fi will be turned off during this. Now, something I did notice is that the as soon as you unplug it or plug it in, the dimness changes even if battery mode is on or off. So I thought that was a little weird. A couple other different settings right here, but yeah, I always love how simple their app is. look at this light and having some time with it and trying it out in some different places, this really does fill in a spot for their smaller Govee lights. You know, with their bigger lights, they have been coming out with more elegant type lights, such as their different floor standing lamps, like their tree lamp and different things like that, that aren't so much gamer vibe room, but that fit your everyday home type of space. You know, the Govee Table Lamp, the Govee Table Lamp 2 and the Govee Table Lamp 2 Pro, I would say is more of a gamer space type area. I personally believe you can use it anywhere, but this has taken that small form and doing a table lamp that can fit just about anywhere, just like the tree light and different lights like that, to where you can put it somewhere if you're not trying to be as flashy, if you just want something more simple, yet at the same time it's able to do all your typical Govee scenes and be just as exciting whenever it comes to colors. For the price of $80, I do feel like that's a little steep. I would personally say maybe $60. It is a little bit more expensive than their Table Lamp 2, their normal one, which I personally would say the Govee Table Lamp 2 is cooler than this one. However, this can be completely wireless, and I want to say that that's most likely why this is more expensive. The base, I do wish it was a little bit better, but I mean, even if I knock the table over, I think it's still fine. But if you move around a lot, that could be an issue. It holds a decent charge, and overall I'm pleased with this. I'm excited for this, and I can't wait to see what other new things they come out with soon. But anyways, guys, this has been Copper Carver. This is the Table Lamp Classic. Stay classy, America.